Shifting focus to Europe now, the Ukraine-Russia conflict remains caught between explosions on the ground and negotiations at the table. A deadly bomb blast in Moscow, fresh Russian drone strikes on Ukrainian infrastructure, and troop movements in the east reflect the ongoing intensity of the conflict. At the same time, diplomatic efforts involving the US, Russia and Ukraine are gaining momentum, with peace proposals under review but no immediate breakthrough yet in sight. Nishchoy Roy reports.
Moscow woke up once again to the sound of geopolitics, loud and lethal. Russia's investigative committee said 3 people, including 2 police officers, were killed in a bomb explosion on Yeletskaya Street in Moscow on Wednesday. The attack adds to a growing list of assassinations targeting Russian military figures and high-profile supporters of the war. Meanwhile, the Kremlin said President Vladimir Putin has been briefed on contacts with envoys of President Donald Trump over US proposals for a possible peace deal.
Dmitriev has already had the opportunity to brief the president on the outcome of his trip in detail. Based on the information the head of state received, we now intend to formulate our further position and resume contacts in the near future through the channels that are currently operating.
Addressing the Russian parliament on Wednesday, Putin emphasized strengthening national security and sustaining economic growth despite ongoing challenges.
Russia's parliament, both its chambers, is ending the autumn session with solid results. There was a lot of work and a series of important legislative measures aimed at strengthening national security and developing the economy and social sphere in the interest of the country and its citizens was passed.
In Ukraine, forces have withdrawn from the eastern town of Siversk, a move that brings Russian troops closer to the strategic hub of Sloviansk amid growing US pressure on Kyiv to pursue peace talks. Meanwhile, President Volodymyr Zelensky said a 20-point US-Ukraine peace plan could freeze front lines, allow withdrawals, and create demilitarized zones, and is under review by Moscow. Zelensky also reported a Russian drone strike in Ukraine's Zhytomyr region that damaged energy infrastructure and triggered emergency power cuts.
Another Russian attack is vile. Like everything they do, the energy sector was the main target. But unfortunately, there are losses and injuries. Repair crew are working all day at energy facilities. Maximum efforts so that Ukrainians have light for Christmas. Of course, the Russians are trying to break both this holiday and this holy day.
Zelensky has also called for a meeting with Donald Trump to resolve key issues like territorial control in a future peace deal. As talks inch forward and positions harden, the conflict remains caught between diplomacy and destruction. Nishchoy Roy's report for DD India.